Hello everyone, my name is Akari, and in today's video, we're getting creative. So my question for you is, who is your favorite fictional dog character? Off the top of my head, I can think of Jake from Adventure Time, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Oh, Doug from the movie Up is also a good one. But I just also feel like everybody knows Scooby-Doo. Yeah, he's at the top of the list for me. He's up there. And so for today's video, we are going to be making a custom inspired by Scooby-Doo, as well as a keychain for the custom. We have this thing right here. We are not only going to paint this, but we're also going to incorporate it into a keychain. Somehow, some way. I don't know. I never plan anything. This is the usual over here on this channel. I don't plan things. We kind of just hope for the best. Keychains have been the thing lately. We love a good bag charm. We love a good bag charm. Sometimes I don't want to display customs on a shelf or anything. Sometimes I want to show it off. And that is, yeah, we're making a bag charm with this custom. As you can see here, I did a body swap using a Basset Hound body and a German Shepherd head. And then I had already used epoxy sculpt to sculpt on this little collar until I realized, like, oh wait, I have an audience. They might want to see this. They might want to see me cook up. I'm starting off with keychain accessories first by using this polymer clay 30 color starter pack. So this was my first time attempting polymer clay charms. I remember them being really popular way back then, and I wanted to make my own so bad. Anyway, today was the day. I mean, whatever day I did this was the day, and it definitely took some tries. Without watching any tutorials like I definitely should have, I eventually came to realize it would be way easier if I just rolled everything up and created slices. Because I'm making a sandwich. I'm making a sandwich, by the way, because, you know, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, they be eating those 3-decker sandwiches. I was having fun doing this. I was like, I'm cooking me up a little lunch, a little miniature lunch. Okay, so this was my attempt at some bacon strips, okay? But we're not going for a realistic polymer clay charm. We're going for cartoony. And by the way, my first attempt at this was an absolute nightmare. It was an absolute fail. This is what it turned out to look like. Yeah. Final result went hard though. I got it good on the second try. It looks so good. My second polymer clay charm was a box of Scooby snacks, and to my surprise, there are actually quite a few different designs to the box. I ended up going with this design because it was one that I remembered the most, and then I realized, like, we have all grown up with different art styles of Scooby-Doo. This one, absolute worst. Why does it look like Family Guy? Like, it looks like it's supposed to be a parody. This one, I don't even remember happening, but I'm glad that I have no memory of this, because why? I usually freehand everything, but with the lettering, I definitely needed to sketch it out with a pencil to avoid any type of crashing out. I took so long doing the lettering because I eventually realized that I should have started off with doing the lettering in white. That way I would have been able to just get the vibrant red color I was going for in one go instead of having to layer on the red paint. The charms were coming out really good though. I even did the little detailing on the side of the Scooby snack box. And then here I began coating them in resin to give them a bit more strength and make them more durable as a keychain. But here I got my jewelry making tools, and it was time to have a little fun and get a little more creative with it. Excuse me, ma'am, are you employed? Yeah, can't you see? I'm making cute little polymer clay charm sandwiches. I make your monthly salary in 1 year. I wanted a few different accessories dangling, so I took some ribbon here and decided to make somewhat of a little tassel. I added a bow to this one, and then I made a little bead tassel. And then here is how all three of them look together. Ugh, I'm cooking gourmet! I'm not turning the custom into a keychain though, but instead using this keychain carrier. It came with pom-poms, but I'm gonna take out the ones that don't fit the color palette. I did have a pack of styrofoam pearls laying around, so I decided to add that in there, you know, for a little razzle-dazzle. Okay, this is the reference photo I'm using for my custom. Or should it be this one? Or do we like this one? I need to stop playing. All right, let's get into painting. Akari, what brand of paint do you use? I actually really use whatever, but whenever I do buy paint, I try to grab the same brand because in my head, all the paints by the same brand probably flow better together. Bro, I had to share my seat the entire time with my cat. So annoying. Know your place. Anyway, I usually start off with a white base coat, but this time I just jumped right into the color I was using since the base of the LPS I was using already was pretty much the color we were going for. I love when my airbrush just works with me the entire time and I just get into like this flow state. Ugh, it was amazing. No problems whatsoever. And here he is, smooth like butter, a beautiful chocolate man. Okay, but if you want to know the most satisfying part about customizing, it's this. For me, is this for me? But getting to peel off my paint palette. Ugh, my favorite. I'm gonna leave all the clips of me peeling this paint in this video, as a matter of fact, so that I can watch it back and feel satisfied again. And look at that. Fruit roll-up snacks for later. Yum yum. Anyway, time for the hard parts, I guess. I don't know why this was really hard for me, but painting the pink part of the ear. I don't know. I guess it was just really tiny. I didn't really have room. Yeah. Then I begin painting the collar white. And I know you're like, but wait, Scooby-Doo's collar is not white. You're done. Stop right here. Actually, slow your roll, buddy. This is a technique. Painting it white first will make painting it blue even in opaque. In other words, I won't have to do hella layers, you know? Bro, the worst part about adding clay sculpting onto your miniature is the fact that you have to do this, which is like tight lining, like getting into the crevices but not onto any of the other paint. Now I paint color yellow because I only have yellow. I don't have a shimmery gold. I wish I did. Ugh, I wish I did. So I was looking at references for the SD initials on the collar and I came across this picture. What an odd tattoo. Not an odd tattoo. What an odd choice of placement. Like, okay, anyway, moving on. Yo, is it just me or do I look like really professional with the one glove on? Does that make sense? Okay, I'm gonna attempt to do the eyes on camera. Wish me luck. Pray for me. Okay, I know it looks awful right now, but I can clean this up. Actually, I kind of want to make it a girl. What did Donkey from Shrek say? Oh, you're a girl dragon. Trust the process, but I definitely want to make it look like an LPS. So I want to give it an eye color. And I think I'm gonna do that, guys. Guys, I love this little wavy eye shape so much. Like, I never want to use a plain circle ever again. That's been my favorite combo lately, wavy eye shape and diamond pupils. I've been doing it way too much though, I gotta stop. Are y'all still with me here? Are we still trusting the process? Because I know it looks crazy, but lately with customs, I've been eating. I have been eating. I've been whipping up gourmet with my customs, so much so that I actually really need to do an updated how to customize or customizing secrets video. Oh, by the way, I said I would try to film myself painting on the eyes. I didn't film the entire process because I had to hold the LPS about 2 inches away from my eyeball. And I didn't want to put that creepy scene up on the screen, so... So here is how she turned out. I'm really happy with it. I ended up adding glitter to the collar. I was really iffy about it because I was like, once I do this, there's no undoing it. But I like the way that it turned out. I think it gives her a little more pizzazz. And then I just hand sewed her a little skirt and made her this little bow. She looks so cute in her little outfit. Doing the eyes and eyelashes on a custom has come from being something that I really dreaded doing to my absolute favorite thing. And honestly, that had the biggest reason on why I wanted to do a girl Scooby, a girl dragon. I just felt like it needed that flair, and it needed to be a girl, and it needed to have a little pizzazz with her eye makeup, you know? Nothing too crazy. The eye makeup's pretty subtle because I didn't want to take away from the integrity of, well, looking like Scooby-Doo. I mean, I don't know, it kind of doesn't really look like Scooby-Doo, but it's the glam version, okay? And then here's what she looks like without her little outfit on. Pretty smooth. Nice, nice, very cute. I gave her a little hairdo because she just felt too bald without it. I don't know. Forehead was way too, yeah, forehead was 5-heading. I don't know. And then this is what she looks like in her little carrier. It is so cute. I love the way that everything came out. Like, imagine this hanging on your bag or your school bag. So cute. This is so cute. I'm obsessed with it. It's eating. I did such a good job. Marvelous work right here. I thought about making the little food accessories like detachable, but I didn't do that. I didn't have the little claw clip things for that to happen. But yeah, I still love how everything turned out and everything looks so cute. I think I ate. I think I definitely ate, chat. Anyway, that was it for this video. I hope you guys liked it and found it interesting and not boring watching paint dry. If you guys have any questions about what I use to customize, definitely feel free to ask. But also, I do have an Amazon storefront, which is basically just a checklist that I made so you guys can see what I use. But yeah, okay. Mwah. Love you. Bye.